What's going on, y'all? It's Mason Bleasdell, your Austin real estate agent, and as you can see, we are in Homestead at Old Settlers Park. Now, this is a smaller little slice of a community here, literally a part of Old Settlers Park. If you look down here, we're standing on Kinney Fort Boulevard. If you look through those trees, you can see the water park for Old Settlers Park. Also, bike trails, hiking paths, sports fields, all of the things. Like, that is by far and away the best thing about this neighborhood. It is huge. It's hundreds of acres. It's full-on city park. There's lakes over there. I used to go run. Our office is just around the corner here. It's a really, really cool spot. And even better than that, if you look this way down Kinney Fort, that little bridge over there that they've been working on for the past like 8 months or so is about to open. Not only is it going to make it easier to access in and out of the neighborhood and easier to access the park, but your HEB, for the longest time, you kind of had to go like up and out to get to the grocery store. You're gonna shoot straight there, straight to the Dell Diamond, the Kalahari Water Park. I mean, you can literally see it. It's all right here. This location is fantastic. So, let's jump in the car. I want to take you for a little driving tour of Homestead at Old Settlers Park. All right, y'all, so to start off, firstly, I wanna make sure we did a separate video for the villages at Homestead, the like twin home and quad community. If you haven't seen that video, that'll be separate. We'll link that down below in the description. But we'll start here at the amenity center. Behind me, you can see the pool. Obviously, most of this is put up. We're filming this at the very end of November now. When it gets this cold outside, no one's really interested in it. But it does have a really nice beach area. It's got lots of stairs, like shallow areas for your kiddos if you've got them. We've also got a playground. And again, this is only the amenities like within the neighborhood. It doesn't include Old Settlers Park. We'll drive through there at the very, very end. But in this video, we'll talk a little bit about schools, tax rates, some of the amenities, give you just a general feel. There's two different builders in here that have built out about 560 homes, Meritage and Tri-Point. Show you a little bit around some of those and then the differences and availability with them. They are almost sold out. And then we'll jump into Old Settlers Park at the end. So let's jump in the car. Sam, come with me and let's make it happen. All right, y'all, as we pull out of the amenity center, firstly, before we really get into nitty-gritty things, let's talk a little bit about like what the lifestyle is going to be like. If you were to move here, you know, what are the things that are close by? So we are located, you know, in the heart of Round Rock. As cliche as that sounds to say, we really kind of are. You're in the middle of everything here. So with that intro, the Kinney Fort Boulevard that I mentioned at the beginning, that bridge is about to cut through. So currently speaking, your nearest grocery store is about an 8-minute drive. It's like 4 miles. Not obviously a huge deal. That's going to be cut in half as soon as that opens within the next couple of weeks. Probably by the time any of you see this video, that's going to be open. So that's absolutely fantastic. Your grocery store is super close. The schools here are fantastic. Double File Elementary. We've got Stony Point High School, Hernandez Middle. The schools to choose from are great. There's also a good bit of private school options. If you've got younger kids, there's a plethora of daycare and preschool options here as well. None of that is far away, and all of it is gonna be, you know, within an easy, you don't have to leave Round Rock for any of them. You've also got Costco. Costco is about a 15-minute drive from here. You've got the Old Settlers Park, of course, if you're looking to be outdoors. You've got the Kalahari Water Park if you're looking for something indoors to do with your family. A bunch of different restaurants are around here very close. Downtown Round Rock is about 10 minutes from here. You'll get live music on the street. You'll have some really, really good restaurants. One of the best pizza restaurants in all of Austin, 600 Degrees, is in there. You've got just a good myriad of things to choose from. Of course, the Salt Lick is just down the street from here, down Kinney Fort. As soon as that bridge opens, that'll become even easier to access to. You've got golf courses around as well. Forest Creek is just around the corner from here. all of these things to say, you know, you can live in this neighborhood, and if you're looking to move here and you want to be close by, everything you would normally need on a day-to-day basis is within a 15-minute drive of here. So that is really, really cool. Now, if you commute downtown, definitely Round Rock, you're going to be on the little bit farther side without traffic. You're probably 30-35 minutes downtown, realistically driving. If you commute at rush hour, 45 to 50 minutes, that's being totally honest, to get to like the center of downtown. You know, traffic, if you're commuting downtown, definitely keep that in mind. But that said, the schools and such really outweigh. These are some of the absolute best schools in Texas, and if that's important to you, that's very, very cool and good to have, even if it does mean that your commute's a little bit longer. Round Rock's also known to be one of the safest suburbs in all of the Austin area. You know, this is easily somewhere like I would let my little daughter go and play around all day. Old Settlers Park, I'd let her go ride her bike around, for example, and not really have to worry much. And, you know, you can't really put a price tag on those things as well. And you really get that when you move out to an area just like this. So now let's talk a little bit about the homes in this community. You can get all the way down to the 1,400, 1,500 square foot range. There's a good bit of single story as well as 2-story options. As I mentioned in the intro, both Tri-Point Homes and Meritage Homes are building in this community. We're currently in a Meritage section of it. They're almost closed out. You know, this neighborhood is only about 560 homes, so it's a more medium-sized master planned community. And there's just a couple of big differences between, Tri-Point and Meritage. Now, Tri-Point is going to offer a lot more customizability. If you're looking to be able to move in to choose your countertop colors, your cabinet colors, all of those little items, definitely Tri-Point is going to be a good fit for you. There is generally a little bit of a premium that comes with that. You'll pay a little bit more. Their homes are a little bit more expensive because of that, but they build all the way up to about 3,000 square feet. So if you're looking for a bigger home for your family, you're really well covered here. On the other side of the spectrum, the Meritage homes, like the ones we're driving through right now, are in a really amazing value. So Meritage homes, ethos is energy efficiency and ease of use. These homes are all going to be inventory homes, so there's going to be a myriad of different color options, but it won't be something you get to pick. You get to pick from what they have available. But you're going to notice things like vinyl plank flooring. Going to be kid-proof, waterproof, dog-proof, all the things. Very, very easy to live with. There are some 3-car garage options, and the biggest thing that sets them apart, why my clients have always liked Meritage homes and why they ended up purchasing one, is the spray foam insulation. Can't make any bones about it. This is Texas. It gets darn hot, and having that spray foam, I cannot tell you the difference it makes when you're, cooling your home, especially in the summer here. It makes a world of difference. I always talk about too, I house sat for one summer. One of my clients, they were moving from out of state, and we closed on the house, but they weren't going to occupy it for about 2-3 months. So I would just go check on the house, run the water, flush the toilets, just keep it circulating. And I set the AC up to 78. Just enough to where it would kick on every once in a while. I swear, y'all, every time I went there in August, it hadn't turned on because it hadn't needed to, because the house was 76 inside and it just held temperature that well. It really, really makes a difference. And that's really, really cool, perk of the Meritage homes, especially at the price range. It's a really great value. All right, now no tour of Homestead at Old Settlers Park can be completed without going to Old Settlers Park itself. Now, we're pulling in here. This is such a pretty park. I wanted to quickly show you things like the volleyball courts out. Just out the front window here, you've got the lake, which has a walking path, running path, all the way around it. Of course, we're filming this in late November. They're setting up for a lot of the Christmas festivities that the city of Round Rock puts on here. You can also come out during the summer. They have music in the park. It's really, really fun. My wife and I brought our dog out here for it. Really, really cool. You've got the water park that, of course, you can see from the community, open during the summer. There's water slides, all sorts of fun things for the whole family there. And then they just do such a great job maintaining it. It makes it such a fun park to get out and be able to use. All the paths here, the bike trails back in here. And then this gives you super easy, direct access down to the Dell Diamond, to the Salt Lick, all of those things super easily as well. It just is definitely one of the most unique perks about this community, whether you walk here or bike over here, or even if you just jump in the car for a 1 or 2 minute drive over to the park. It's by far and away one of the coolest things and most unique things about this neighborhood in particular. Now, to wrap up, if you found this video helpful, if you're looking to move you and your family here, aside from just finding the right house, it's also super important to find a place for the right lifestyle for you and your family. If I can be that resource for you, if you found this video helpful, I'd love to take you out here in person. Call, text, email me. That's my direct contact info on the screen right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.